Hello, welcome to another, session, I guess, another video. This is the fourth one, day 4. I think I said I wasn't going to today in the last video, but I decided that I wanted to. So, here I am again. We're going to be working on continuing to finish the phase 2 neutral phase, and then finish the rest of them also. Oh, right. Oh, I forgot I closed. No, I didn't. I thought I closed the Unity engine. I'm gonna turn my monitor brightness up. Okay, and there we go. Alright, what was I doing last time? Or last night? I'm trying to remember. I'm feeling a lot more awake today, I guess. So that's better. Maybe I should start doing these in the morning instead of like at like 8 p.m. when I'm exhausted. I don't know why, but for whenever like it gets around that time, I just crash, and all I can do is just well, I can't talk very much. Like I can still get stuff done, I just can't really talk. I get exhausted usually, at least. All right. Oh right, I remember. So I need to increase this number to like let's do like 6. Um, the wait time here needs to be like 0.5, and that should be good. Oh, I also wanted to change the color for one of the one of these. Actually, I actually think I want to make the color like the colors of the ball bullets, green and blue, to match with the third phase. The third phase, which has green and blue balls. Okay, well, it sounds funny when I say it like that, but you know what I mean. So that means I need to change the colors for these then. Let's do like red and yellow, I guess. I think that's the ones for red and yellow. I guess we'll see. Won't we? Indubitably. Alright, so those are blue. If I actually got all of these right on the first try, I will be surprised. Oh, okay, those are green. Looks pretty too. Oh my gosh, I did. That's funny. I like how that looks more. Okay, yeah, and then they're gonna do this. And it's gonna do, oh, okay, it's gonna, and you can see the colors too. So you know the green ones are gonna be, like, are not gonna move, but the blue ones are. Okay, that actually works a lot better. I think that makes the like pattern a lot better to dodge and more readable. All right. So I guess is that it? Is that pattern done? Let's see. I think it is. I don't think there's anything else. Oh wait, it doesn't loop. It doesn't loop, does it? Right, there you go. You know, I thought last night, while I was trying to work and was like really tired, I think. I thought I was getting sick. I thought I thought I was feeling like what's it? I was feeling fatigued, I guess, but that might have just been because I was helping my grandparents put their Christmas tree away. So it's definitely not the most intensive thing ever, but it was still a little difficult since I had to do most of the physical stuff. Okay, hold on, let's see if it okay, probably would have gotten hit there. Oh, okay. Okay. I need to include this. I forgot this here. Yeah. Okay. So let's try that now. Does she wait? Yeah. She waits for all of these to Okay. Actually, is this the while loop? This is the blue one, so I'm gonna put it here. I'll put a bit of a weight here, just because I don't want it to, I don't know, I just think it needs a bit of a weight while the player is dodging the bullets before she moves to go shoot more. Alright, let's see. Hello, not a dude. I would've got hit there. Okay, yeah, and then she moves here. Okay, that's perfect actually. That's pretty much perfect. Okay, so that's pretty much that phase done. But one thing I need to figure out is, no, it's fine. Okay, it's fine actually. That won't be a problem. Okay, so let's test that now. Phase 2, neutral. Phase 2 neutral, and let's turn this off. Okay, yeah. Now let's just play. I think for it to be neutral, there can't be any particular player. No character can have more than 50%. All of them have to have less than 50%, and then the game will consider the player as currently neutral and not favoring any particular girl. So for that, I just need to keep switching character, pretty much. And I do expect people will play like that, where they are switching character a lot. I don't know if it'll be common. I imagine most people, like me, will probably stick to 1 or 2 characters that they get the most familiar with. Oh, okay, so this is it. I got a little distracted. Okay, that feels way too short. That feels way too short. Why? Hold on. So, skip the first phase. Skip this, and then I'm just gonna force it to start the neutral phase. Because, that might be a problem. Oh wait, hold on. I guess I can't turn this off. Did I do this wrong? Hold on. No? Okay, oh, hold on. I know what I need to do, okay. But I still need to do this. Disable this switch. And I need to go to her master script because this is where her HP values are stored. And I need to change this first one, phase 1, to oh wait, hold on. I need to change phase 1 to this, to like a really low number, just so that it doesn't last as long. Okay, and now she'll go here, and her health loads, everything, it all loads properly. And let's see why it's like this. Okay, Okay, I have an idea how we can prevent this, or what we can do about this. So for that phase, when she gets over to that spot, we can make like I guess just like a ring around her that is too thick for the player to be near. So the player has to go like to the other side of the screen to not too thick that they can't get through it, to like clear it quickly, but make it harder and like incentivize the player to move. Or not incentivize, encourage the player to move away when she's in that position. Okay. Let's see. So she goes here. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I was looking at the wrong one. Phase 2 neutral, neither. So when she gets here, we need to do this. Let's say 12. Hold on. I always forget this part. Making the bullet variable and setting the instantiated object to it. Let's set it kind of small. And make it yellow. Or slow, not small. The value is small, but. Alright, let's see how that looks. And also, I think she needs to move faster when she's going across the bottom of the screen. Okay. So she's gonna come down here. Okay, that's the right idea, and also they're orange, but it's too thin, or too easily dodgeable, I mean. So I guess let's do 24. It also make them a bit faster. Because we want most of the damage that's dealt to the boss to be, or we want the player to mostly deal the damage when they're dodging the ball bullets, I guess. Okay, like that. But that's still too easy to dodge. So, okay, I'm actually gonna also change it to not be balls. I guess let's do like 35. Try that. Okay. I mean, that wouldn't be impossible to dodge. It would just be hard. Yeah, see? Look at that. It's so low. What is the health there? Let's see. Health value is 300. Why is it so low? I don't want to make it so just you can't hit her when she's like that. Like, she doesn't take damage, because I feel like that's kind of cheap. Here, let me do this, actually. Time, one second. Target speed, 2, instant slowdown rate, true. Oh, we need to do it in all caps. Slowdown rate, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna make them fast. The idea is that they come out really quickly and then they slow down, so that if you're further away, they're a lot easier to dodge, but if you're closer, they're much harder. That's the theory, at least. Alright. Oh, that's close, but they need a bit more time. And also, I'm not gonna do this after all. I am gonna have the slowdown right there. A bit faster. Yeah, like that. Okay. Hold on, I'm drinking water. This girl ain't doing nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Alright. Yeah, that's good. Oh, she doesn't do it there. Let's do this. And also make it a little thicker, denser. I don't know what the word is. More bullets sounds just like barbarian to say. Barbarian. It's uncivilized. It's uncultured. Uncouth of a high nobleman like me. Yeah, okay, I like that, but I think the slowdown rate needs to be higher. So like 5. And then target speed, let's do it 2.5. Okay. Looks good. It's unbecoming of a statesman like me. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and I'm going to try to oh, hold on, switch my keyboard. I'm gonna try to dodge it now, each time, and see how easy or difficult it is, because it should work in deterring the player. Obviously, we don't want to completely stop the player from being able to do that because, like, it should reward. You should reward the player being able to dodge complicated patterns by giving them like ways to clear it faster and to avoid bullets having to dodge more, I guess. So you should reward that. So I don't think I should make it completely like impossible to dodge. Ah. Oh. You see, there's a problem there where it's still too slow. Hold on, let me try this. I could also make it so that it takes less time for her to shoot at the, basically we're just trying to minimize the time and make it more hassle for the player to damage her when she's at the bottom of the screen. Okay, that seems good to me. However, here she'll be very easy to shoot there. So, but it's not like the player's aren't really gonna have time for the bullets to track. It looks like. Let's try it again without Dracy. Let's just try playing this Cornucolia. Yeah. Oh. Well, hold on. Let's see. What is the health for stage or for the fourth phase? 500. So I might switch it around. I might make it this instead. And replace this with something shorter. Okay. Alright, so I'll do that then, because it looks like I can't use this one for phase 2, since phase 2's health is too low. Okay, cool. It didn't move the whole thing, it just moved that one. Nice, thanks. Cool. Okay. I want to put it here. So you go all the way back up here, grab it, and go down here. And there we go. Okay. So, since the health is low, or since the health is too low to do something fancy like that, the phase, I might just make it more simple. But with the rest of them, with the rest of the phase 2 phases, or phase 2 patterns, I'm thinking that the reason why the health is so low is 300 instead of like 500 or 700 is because she's moving around a lot in them, and it's hard to hit her, hard to get like that time, or just hard to land the shots. So, okay. I want to kind of do something like how I had it before though. So I think what I'm gonna do, since she has to move around a bunch, and I want to have tracking. I'll ever go like from like all around the place. Okay, she's gonna shoot. Ooh, okay, I have an idea. So the player's like here. She could shoot like a line of bullets at the player, and then each. Okay, okay. Let's just see what I can do with this. With that. So she needs an array of positions. Let's just make a bunch of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It needs an index. Let's name the index instead of just calling it index. Okay. Let's just see if that works. How long have I been recording? About half an hour. Alright, cool. Oh, okay, well it's working, it's just that the positions are kind of like they don't exist. So let's do here. So that would be like -3, 5, I think, like 6. And then the next one would be over here. So that's like 5, 1. 5, 1, 5, 1. And then she goes up here, so that's like 4, 6. Or like maybe let's do 4, 5. 4, 1, 4, 1. And then this one goes is like -31, about 3, 1, and then she goes down she goes like, let's put her like here, so this would be like 1, 5. Okay, let's just do this. Let's see if this works. Probably needs to be a bit faster than that, I think. Let's change it to like 8. She needs to be blasting through there. Even though she's not really the fastest. She's in her old age. She's like 50. Hag alert. Hag alert. I think that's good, yeah. it's better than what the movement is better than what it used to be, where the boss would just like slide in that direction at the same speed and then stop suddenly, like they were on a conveyor belt. I think it looks more natural, and the fact that she like turns direction. All right, yeah, it's good. And now, oh yeah, I was gonna say, because now I can't get this thought out of my head. I wanted to mention a bit ago, like a week or two ago. Um, I was walking around my neighborhood, as I do, because like exercise and stuff, and just because it's nice outside. Um, and there's this group of kids at the end of our neighborhood who play outside a lot. Like, pretty much every time I take a walk, they're out there. And one time I was walking, and I think it must have been like 2 weeks ago, maybe. They ran up. I was walking past them, and they ran up to me, like 4 or 5 of them. These are like 10, 11-year-old kids, and they just started going 6, 7 at me. They were going 6, 7, 6, 7. They're like, "Hey, Mister," and then I was like, "Yeah," because there were 5 or 6 kids approaching me, like jumping me in the streets, and then they just all like in unison start going 6, 7 and doing the hand thing at me, 6, 7, and I didn't know what to do, so I knew what it was, so I just did the like hand motion back at them, and they all started like pogging and stuff and like giggling, and I kept walking, but then a few minutes later, like I think a few of them on like scooters came over to me because I was further down the street. They came over to me and they wanted they wanted me again for some reason. So I was like, "What do you guys need?" And they started going 4-1, 4-1 instead. And then so in response I did 6-1, 6-1. I showed them that. I showed them the 6-1 because I don't know. I don't know if kids knew about it. I asked them if they knew it, and they said they didn't. So I guess I taught them that. I was the first person they saw that from, apparently. And then when I was walking back past their house that same time, like 5 or 10 minutes later, one of the kids came out. They saw me, and she came out and told me that they hadn't heard of 6-1, and I was the first person to show it to them, which was funny. And I guess I figured that they were gonna go tell their friends about it. So hopefully I spread 6-1 to the new generation or whatever. I think like the last time I walked past them, they were playing again, and then one of the kids ran up to me and on their scooter and went 6-7, and then and then went back on with their stuff with playing. So I'm pretty sure that those kids, I'm just the 6-7 guy now. Every time I walk by, they just think of me as the 6-7 guy. I don't know what to say. It's funny. I told that to my grandma and my mom, and they thought it was amusing. What was I doing? Oh yeah, making bullet patterns. Alright, so now we need to do I 0, I is greater than, let's do like 10. I'm not gonna do balls this time. I think I want to do like some other shape bullets. Maybe like maybe I guess we could do normal bullets. We can try it, see how I like it. But for this we need the player's location. We need location tracking. So I need this. I have the song Break My Mind stuck in my head. No. break my mind, break it till the tail unwinds, force my thoughts to hell and back, and leave me here alone tonight. Break my mind, break it till the tail unwinds. We don't need to increase the angle at all. We need to increase the speed each time. So float speed to assign equals, let's start with the lowest speed. It's like 2. But they're going to slow down, so we need to remember that. To assign speed, assign, let's just add it by 1. Plus bullet dot add component, this, we're gonna get this in, but we need slow down instead. Bullet slow down over time, wait time, like, let's just start it the second it shot up. Slow down rate, let's make it a little slow. Okay, let's see if this works. Break my mind, break it till the tail unwinds, force my thoughts to hell and back, leave me here alone tonight. Ow. My water bottle just, like, it didn't cut me, but it gave me a boo-boo. What the hell, man? How did it do that? This is pretty good. Break it till the tail unwinds, force my thoughts to hell and back, and leave me here alone tonight. We can just do that like that. Like, honestly, it wouldn't be terrible. Like, this wouldn't be the worst for it to just do this. But I don't want them to be there like forever. But I do kind of like this. However, it's kind of boring. So maybe I maybe we don't need a positions index after all. Let's just do this. Yeah, I need to replace this I with I2. Okay, and then I guess I also need to do this. I need to make a list here. I always forget how to declare a list. Wait, that needs to go at the top. Yeah, let's wait a bit. Actually, let's do the same thing we did here. know, I have a bullet script type 1 that I made like years ago, but I only ever use it. It's the only bullet script I use. I have this one, which is bullet special behavior script, but that's only added if a bullet like needs it. This is the default bullet script that handles like basic bullet behavior, but it's named type 1 because I thought I was gonna have to make more, but I never did. And now I can't go back and change it because there's like a million scripts that that have this in it, type 1, that refer to that script with that name, so I can't change it. Wah, wah, wah. Alright, let's change the color. Change it to like green, I think, because very little for boss fight is green, but green is like a Kidami's color, I guess. It's a lot of severe stuff is green, because she's green. Okay, yes. Oh, okay, okay, I kind of like that. Ooh, okay, okay. Oh, okay, but that's a problem. Is it? Hold on. I have an idea. What's your idea? I'm not gonna do this. You should have picked Mercy. Should have picked any kind of support. Ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum bum ba ba bum ba bum ba bum. So let's do. Actually, that's fine. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how it feels. How this pattern feels. A lot of the bullets stay in place, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that they do that. Yeah, see? Like that. I like that. I like because it's kind of weird, but it's completely dependent on the player. Okay, I also want to do this. Array color index. So this is gonna be for what colors the bullets are. So I do want to do green, but I also want to do yellow. I think these two. Yellow. Green, yellow, and red. Sure. Alright. Colors. Color index 0. So then it's going to change it. Color index. Or colors. Color index, yeah. And then after each one of these, it's going to change color index by 1. I think that's right. Let's see. So it's gonna, the first one's gonna be green. Yeah. Okay, and then alright, so then that one's yellow. Dang it. That one's yellow. Okay, yeah, okay. That's pretty much what I'm going for. But I don't like the line. I think just like having the line there is kind of boring. Oh, what happened? Oh, I know what happened. Okay, thank you, Chat GPT. I want to change the shape of it. So I'm going to have this float extra angle, which is going to be added to the existing angle. This angle is going to be the angle to point towards the player, and this is going to be what's added on to change the shape a little. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the extra angle by 1 each time, and I'm also going to do this. Yeah. So it's going to revert. It's going to invert it each time. So it should get what the pattern should end up being is like a jagged. You'll see. Let's if it works. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, like that. Ooh, but I think there's a problem. Is there? No. Hold on. Let's add more than that. Than just 1. Because I think that's not enough for it to be noticeable. Yeah, like that. Okay, yeah. That's it. Okay, I like that. However, I don't want to do this. Just to see how this feels. And also I need to add a bullet sound for when it shoots this. Okay, so now it has that sound. Okay, and now these take a bit. However, that is a lot easier to dodge. So, I think I liked how it was before. It was all at once. And instead, actually, let me change it to this. And I'm going to take this out so that it feels more fast-paced. Okay. Okay, this one is like decently hard to dodge, or at least for me. Probably just because I'm not super locked in on like, oh, what's the word, on baiting, I guess. And she is harder to hit like this than in the other pattern. Oh! Ah! Okay, so maybe that's it. That might be it for that phase. Let's see. Let's just play it and see how I like it. Phase 2. Okay, then do that phase. Need to turn this off. Alright, let's see. Okay. So this one she doesn't last quite. Okay. Oh. Alright. So let's see. How long does it take to finish that if I'm really trying not to get hit? Because I wasn't really playing. I was playing a little recklessly since I wasn't sure. Okay. To be honest, this kind of feels like a pattern that would be more fitting for Kamara than for Alaman. I like it, it's just, I don't know if it's her vibes, you know? I'm starting to figure out the strat for this one. Okay. Oh, I accidentally popped a bomb. What the heck happened there? Okay, and then I'm gonna force it to start the neutral phase here. Okay, so let's see how those feel. honestly, the more I look at this phase, it does not. I feel like it does not suit Alaman, like her character. The bullet pattern. I like it. I really like the bullet pattern, but I feel like it just doesn't suit her. It doesn't fit her character. It would fit Kamara way more. Like if this was a like a phase in Kamara's boss fight, like on the harder difficulties, that would fit, right? Like it would feel like it fit for her. But I don't know, it just doesn't fit Alaman. I might change it. I might put it in Kamara's boss fight whenever I get around to making hers. Or remaking hers. Since her boss fight is really old, it's the oldest one in the game. It's from like 2023, I think. Which is a long time ago. Ancient history. Honestly. Dang it. Okay, yeah, and then this is her next, or this is her other neutral phase. Damn, shoot. So, she should have more health here, which means it's more likely that you'll, oh, there you go. Okay, she only really does that once. Whatever, it's fine. You see, this one is easy to dodge. It's just really hard to get under the get in a position to hit the boss. I hope that when people who are actually good at bullet hells play this, or better than me at least, they figure out how to, or they like learn how to just instantly switch to Dracy. Like just like if they're playing like Cornucolia and they see they're about to hit, they can really quickly switch to Dracy. And I might. That's why I do also want to add, but like numpad buttons, or like 1, 2, 3 maybe on the top of the keyboard, where you can pick the exact character and you don't have to press the Alt key. I think that would also help people who don't feel like they don't feel like cycling through each one, or it might throw them off. But okay, that's pretty much those 4 done. It's been an hour now. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a short break to walk around and get the blood flowing and stuff. officially back. Took a bit longer than I realized, or than I expected, because I realized that I had to make an appointment before. I had to make an appointment with a doctor's office before they closed. And they were going to close in like an hour or two at 5. So I just had to call and do that quickly. But I'm here now. I'm back. And what was I doing? Oh yeah, I think I finished the two neutral phases for the first half of her boss fight. Yeah, phase 4, and then phase 2, the neutral ones. Let me remove this. Oh. Alright, so I need to set this one down here to do the neutral one. Okay. I think I'm gonna open my window. Hold on. So hard to open. There you go. Alright. Door opened. Or not door. Window opened. Cool. Alright. So, what needs to be done now? I think I need to work on... Oh yeah, for Sabir in Alman's boss fight, the second half with Sabir. Test boss fight with Sabir. Okay. I would like to see what their boss fights for. Well, actually, hold on. Which one is phase 2? Is the first one that has multiple. So instead of that, I'll just. Instead of that, I'm just going to play it normally and see. This is the first phase for them because just like to keep better track of it. Again, let's take a look at what each one of them is. So normal health there are the same between both. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. It's gonna start her the first half of the boss fight instead of the second because I forgot to change it. Oopsie daisy. I need to go into the stage manager script for that. Yeah. So let's see. Stage manager. Here we go. Where is it? Here it is. should load the second half now. We can look. And this is cornucopias. Okay. Actually, this reminded me that I wanted to change something here with these star bullets. So here I want to make the angle dependent on the speed that the bullet is moving. So for that it needs to bullet script speed times 100. Let's just try that and see how it looks. Oh wait, I don't think it's calling. Okay, hold on. I'm wrong because the bullet, that's not being called, or neither of these are being called when it's rotating like that. Let me look at the star bullet because it's a bit weird. It's a bit of a weird bullet because it's one of the only ones that like rotates while it's moving, which is unusual. Let's see. Where's the star? Here we go. Rotating part. So the rotating part is the one with the actual like colliders. Okay. So that won't work. Okay, I need to add a special thing here. Oh, it is being called. What? Okay. There you go. What do you mean it does not exist? Did I turn it off? Oh, I did. Okay. What do you mean? Huh? It does exist, I just made it. Oh. Hold on, I'm stupid. A that's the wrong one. I need this one, rotating bullet. Okay, yeah, this is good. And when this is enabled, it'll rotate, or it'll start that function instead. Okay, yeah, let's see if that works right. Alright, let's see. Please work. I think it works. Does it? It's kind of hard to tell. I think it doesn't, actually. Let me just change this. Oh. That's why. It's because this wasn't changed. I think 100 is way too high of an amount for that. But let's just see. Oh, what happened? Why'd the game, why'd it quit like that? Let's see. Okay. Okay. Actually, yeah, that looks good. That looks how I was imagining. The slower it moves, the yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. Huh. Neat. That's actually kind of perfect. Wow. Okay. Wow. That actually does just look really good. I took my headphones off for a second, and I hear noise, but I don't know if that's coming from the game or from real life. Because I have my headphones like around my neck. I think that's from the game. Yeah, that doesn't matter. I think this is a good one, but it's too samey. I think it needs to change over time. That's something that I think a lot of bullet patterns need, is like gradual change if it's going to be longer like this. If it's going to last that long, it should change up a bit at some point. This one doesn't have sound effects. I must have forgotten to do that. Huh. Hello? Coroutine continue failure. What? What does that mean? I've never gotten that before. Phase 6 movement. What is phase 6 movement? That's why. It's because this doesn't. It's null if you're not if you don't play as Dracy. Oh, okay. I know how to fix this. Phase 6 movement. It's not equal. Oh shoot. Not equal null. I was wondering why. I thought I just misclicked, but my keyboard was changed. Cool. So that should be fixed. I dropped my water bottle. No. Hold on, I'm gonna see the other ones now. So that's Chronopolia's. Stage 2, or phase 2. This is Cadence. Oh. Okay. Wow, those stars are really fast. Neat. Okay. I don't like how the game sort of stalls there. It's Tracy's now. Oh. Okay. Dang. This one should work as intended. Or I mean, after this, that's not what I meant. After this phase, it should work as intended, where it'll go to the next one without error. Yeah, okay. Well, that was Tracy's, so... Or... No, it wasn't. The next one after this, I think, is specific to Tracy, so let me switch character, and that's probably not gonna be enough time. Whatever. Okay. What is this now? Oh yeah, I remember. I remember now. Okay. And this is her final one, I think. Yeah, this is her final phase. Dang it. Alright. That looks good, I think. So, now we need to make, right, forgot, we need to make the next, phases, or the next two phases, which are the neutral and the next two neutral ones. Okay, we can do that. Neutral. Need severe script over here. Alright, so I looked at the other neutral ones, but, or not the other neutral ones, the other character ones for phase 2, but, I want to do it again, just to look at them, I guess. Phase 2, it's severe. Yeah, like that. Alright. I want to keep going for like at least another hour, because I've been wanting to do a 3-hour one for a while. What compiler error? There are no scripts. Oh, there is one here. Oh, that's why. I don't know why it wasn't telling me. Alright, yeah, this is kind of fully is. So I think, do they all use star? I wanna have another one with the stars in it. Probably one with the purple stars. Alright, let's see, what can we do for Sabir? I kind of want to make hers like, or give hers more, or give her some that are sort of like Marissa's. Because you know how Marissa in her boss fight, actually, you know what, hold on, let me just pull it up. Please don't be too loud, please don't be too loud, it's going to be so loud. I can see it now. It is loud. Okay, I turned it down, but imagine how much louder it would have been if I didn't. Alright, let's see. More locked in today, I think, than I was yesterday when I was playing Toho. I think I played Toho yesterday in yesterday's video. Bing, 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 bing. Hold on, let me turn my voice up a little bit for this and turn the game down a little bit. Okay. That's better. To be. Where am I? Hi Marissa! Hi Marissa, I love you Marissa. Hi Marissa. Okay. Ooh, I just thought Sabir doesn't have any of these like things. In the game, in both Toho and kind of DNS, there's these like shape things that shoot bullets that move around, and I just realized that Sabir doesn't have any, but Alaman only uses them like twice, I think. So I think I should give her one. Alaman probably also needs a few more in her boss fight. That use the like sigils. I don't know what to call them, so I just call them sigils. Dude, I made it through there, but I still popped the bomb. very pretty looking patterns. Like elegant, I guess you could say. Hi Marissa. I think Marissa's patterns in her boss fight are very personalized for her. Like, that's something that is hard to get right in a bolt hell, is making the patterns feel like specific to that character and not just like they could be any old enemy boss or whatever. These, like, Zune does that very well, I think, where he makes especially like I think that's why that's why I think Yuyuko's boss fight and Yomu's boss fight and Marissa's boss fight are so good and fun to play, is because they're not only mostly good patterns, except for Yomu's boss fight. Yomu's boss fight pisses me off, but for the most part, the patterns are very fun and they're fitting to the characters. I love the way that Zune implements the Master Spark in Marissa's boss fight. I don't think the Master Spark was in PC98. It might have been, but because I believe that this boss fight takes inspiration from Marissa in PC98, but I don't think the Master Spark is from any of the PC98 games. I could be wrong. I haven't played the PC98 games. I'm definitely not as much of an expert. Oh, still play the animation. Or the sound effects and the screen shake for the Master Spark, even though it wasn't on screen. I love Marissa. She's pretty peak. Let's see, do I have it? Have I? I haven't gotten to it on this difficulty. Yeah, I haven't. Shoot. But, okay, I think I know. I have some ideas of what I want to do now. What I want to do for her next one. So let's see. Real quick, I want to check what is the health for each one. This one's 500. Phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. I think phase 4. No, it's phase 5. Phase 5 also has 500. Okay, so they have like the same, so it wouldn't matter. Let's see. How does Alaman create her sigils? Oh, actually, I think for hers, they're created, yeah, in this script. guess I'll just copy this. Huh. I guess I'll have to create it in here, won't I? Let's see, how's it done in here? I think phase 2 Dracy creates the sigil. Okay, yeah. This does this. In that case, I'll do it in here instead. Yeah, okay, I can do that. I need the sigil master script now. I'm gonna sneeze. Ah. Ugh, there you go. Ugh. Sneezed again. Zari's, Alamans, and Spears all are the same, but that won't be forever. I need tissue. Hold on. I'm gonna make unique sigil things for them eventually. Ugh, sorry you have to hear that. Ah, I love allergies. I love springtime allergies. Well, January is still winter, so spring doesn't start until February, I think. Alright, let's see. I want them to be at her, like, side, right? I want them to be next to her. Or to the sides of her. Or do I? No, I don't. I do not. Never mind. Let's see. We can put them at the bottom. Yeah, let's put them at the bottom. Just for fun. So, let's do like -7, -5, 5, -7. And then let's not start any pattern. But let's just do that. So, oh yeah, Sabir doesn't have sigils, does she? Okay, we can fix that. Game objects, public, game objects, sigil 1, sigil 2. That should fix that. Yeah, okay. Current movement equals, hold on, yield turn, current movement, and then we're gonna, yeah, do that. Let's just do that and see how that looks, or how that works. to the right position. Why is that? You know what? Sure, let's just let them do that. If for some reason that's not letting them move, let's see. Though I don't see why. Okay, that's not why. Weird. Oh, hold on. I think yeah, that's why. These are not set right, so they're not being told to do anything. Okay, yeah, so they're gonna go to the bottom of the screen here. Then what I want them to do is like shoot at the player. But I want the player to also be able to destroy them. I think we need to be like this instead. Yeah, like that. What is this? Oh, hold on. Don't do that. Don't do that. What did it make? I'm not quite sure. Nope. Some kids are playing outside. I just heard one of them. It looks like I'm gonna have to. Oh, hold on. Let me consult one of these scripts. This one. Wow. That is a lot of bool patterns. I have a feeling that this is not the best way to do this, and that there's a much better way to do it, but I don't know what it is. I have no idea. I've tried making an array, and that didn't work for some reason. Like here, you can see it right here. For some reason, this doesn't work. I'm not sure why, though. But I'm certain that this is not the best way to do this. Is this it? guess I'll try this. Let's see. I'll take the random out of it though. The random parts. Let's do that. Okay, let's just see. Let's just see how this works. Let's see if I like this. That looks stupid. There we go. Okay, let's see if I like that. Dude, I just got the Pibble Funk song stuck in my head. I am Pibble, wash my belly. But it's like funk. I have a peculiar taste in music. I know. Oh. Okay, well, I don't want them to do that. Not quite. Wait, can they wait? Hold on, let's see if I can... Oh, here we go. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong thing. I think that's the only random part of it. Let's see. Make it a bit faster, make it wait longer. It's still not, I wouldn't say it's terrible. Maybe it works. We'll see. You can create some interesting shapes, I guess. But let's make them green instead. See if that looks better. As the red is a little harsh. Red isn't really a severe color. Well, a la Mon is red, but you know what I mean. You get it. You dig? Alright, that's better. Dang it. I think I want to do this. I want to... give it a little bit more, or a little less. That. Yeah, like that. And then for Sabir's like pattern here of her actual pattern. Is that right? Did I do that right? Yes. I used to forget how to type this like line of code, and I used to always have to copy and paste it. But now I got it pretty memorized. Blah, 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 blah. Actually, let's do 5. Bullets. Actually, I want the stars. What's the star? This is it. The star, is it a Kino reference? This is so Kino. Alright, so it's the star, but I want the purple one. Alright, I remember. I remember how, I remember how to do what I want to do here. Plus equals, this is 5. That's not the right color for the stars. Yeah, this one. Hold on, let me see. What's just the first one? What is this? is that there? Oh, that's why. Ow, my eyes. I got something in it. Am I gonna need an index for this? I am. I'll name it so it's a bit more obvious what it's for. Alright, rotation index. Rotation index plus if rotation index is, let's say, equal to 3, angle plus 30. Yeah, okay, that's what I want. That should do what I'm thinking it should do. Dang it. I accidentally clicked it twice, so Unity thought I wanted to immediately close it after I started it. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it, but I think it needs to be, the time needs to be a lot lower. But that's still not the right color. What about this? Is this right? Two and a half hours. Cool. Okay, yeah, that's closer to what I want, actually. That's still not quite it. I still need to add something. I feel like there needs to be... Hold on here. Let's do this instead. Make the window like 60. That's closer to what I want, yeah. Very loud. Lots of bullets being fired. I'm eventually, when I remake it, I think I'm definitely going to replace that sound, because it's way too loud and obnoxious. No. Yes. Are we friends? No. Are we enemies? No. Are we gay? Yes. What? Remember that? Remember when IShowSpeed was like funny and cool instead of like a sellout to the Saudi government? I remember. Oh, it doesn't change its speed. Yeah. Change to like 7. There you go. Okay. So let's see how that looks. what? Let me just turn these sigils off for a second, just so I can pay attention, or I can focus on her, like actual pattern here. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what I want. Let's increase this to 5 though. Or 6 actually. Do this. Okay, I like that distribution better. But I want this. I want the wait time to be a bit longer. Like that. There's so many severe butterfly sprites. It's because I was messing around with the colors a lot and trying to figure out which ones I liked. So I kept just adding them, but I forgot to remove the old ones. Yeah, I like that. Okay. But now I want her to do this. Let's switch it to Spanish again. I don't even know what button does that. I have no idea what key does that. Let's do that 6 times. I want it to repeat all of this whole thing here six times. Think about what I want Alaman to do. Where am I gonna put her in this? Where's she fit in? first, I'm gonna re-enable these and just see how this feels. Okay. Okay, that's not difficult. Or too difficult. If you really want to try to destroy these, you can. It's just a little tough. Yeah, okay. Okay, so, here, this is what I'm gonna do. Not my most preferred way of doing it, but here. Dang it, I set it to Spanish again. I don't know what key does that. Can I turn that off? I'll turn that off later. Whatever. Actually, yeah. Okay, AI knew friggin' Grok or whatever knew exactly what I wanted to do. Pretty much. I actually want to be in the top corner here. So 7 7 and then -7 7. Okay. No. What? Oh. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do with Alaman though. What the heck? Why does it only do that? You should do this 6 times. Maybe 4? Oh, I see why. at hour 30. Then get 3 hours is when I'm gonna hang it up for today. Okay, yeah, so she does it from there for a bit. Okay, I like this. However, I think I'm gonna change the sigil colors also. Where? Oh. Yeah, I think I need to eat soon, because I'm starting to get delirious and not being able to find the things. Let's see. Purple is element 6. Okay, that looks better. I like that more. And the things, the sigils will be different colors too. Yeah, I think that's good. But now I just need to figure out what to do with Alaman. Alright, I think here is... I wanted to go to 3 hours, so I might as well just start working on Alaman's part here until I get to the 3-hour mark. So let's see. I think what I want her to do... Hold on. I like what it's doing there. Like, I want this. Do this. Wait, no, I don't want it to be a list. I want it to be an array. I don't need a list. I need an array. Yeah, I don't know what those positions are. It just gave random ones. Whatever. So these things at the bottom here. Severe is bouncing around from here to here. I guess the bullets are gonna be coming in this direction. This is roughly the direction of how the bullets are like shaped, I guess. So I guess we could have Alaman here going like this, maybe like aimed at the player, but not too heavy. Just kind of like a little bit of a boom, 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 like that kind of thing. So just like that. In that case, we don't need this. So she can go in the middle there, and then that. This one. Okay, so yeah, we need player direction. Thank you, AI. Actually, this can go up here. Can get rid of this. Send this back. And what I want to do is I need a hold on. Oops. Daisy, what did I do? I need a list of or an array of floats in angles. Angle offset. That's good actually. Angle offset. Angle offsets. We need it to be an array. Yeah. Let's not do that much. Let's just do like 4, 2, 0, 2, 4, and then we need another array for the speeds. Okay, let's see how that looks. Good. Let's just see how that looks. Plus angle offsets that, bullet speeds, yeah, like that. Okay, yeah, that should be good. Yeah, that should be good. However, I'm gonna have her wait a bit. Increase this time between to like a second. I think I'm going to have a crazy grilled cheese after this. I'm going to whip one up if we have the stuff for it. No, not that. It was not in fact the good. But I know why. That's why. that's why. Okay, that's not really right, but I think I know why. I don't know why. Why is that? Speeds are right. This is right. This is sort of right. Hold on, let me just do this real quick. See if it's aimed right. Because it might not be. Should be, but I think we're almost up to 3 hours. Let's see. Okay, it's still doing it even though I turned that off. What? Oh. Why is this here? No, get this out of here. That's probably why. Because that was there. I must have forgotten to take that out when the AI spat that at me. I do like that little AI tool. It does make it a lot faster, coding. But sometimes it just gives you like question marks or it it just makes you confused at what it thought you wanted, or it gives you something that you didn't actually want. Just guesses weird. Okay, that's better. That's actually what I want. But I think I'm gonna make them balls instead. You know what? Say that again. Balls. You know it. Gonna put my balls in your jar. Your jar, balls in your jar. Can I? Gonna put my balls in your jar. Your jar, balls in your jar. That's from like 4 or 5 years ago, I think. Okay, yeah, that works. However, I think I need to make the time a bit longer, because I feel like that's too much now. Yeah. I might make it a bit faster though. 6, 6, 6, 6, 7. Oh, 6, 7. Brah. 3 seconds. Yeah, that should work. Alright. let's try and not get hit a third time. Okay, wow. Eh, you know what? That's good. That's good enough for now. That's good enough for now, I think. I think so. Maybe when I come back tomorrow or the next time, I'll look at it and think it's garbage, but not garbage, but think it could be improved. But alright, that's the second phase. So now after this, the only one left should be phase 5 neutral. So we got, I guess we got three finished today. That's pretty good. 3 patterns finished, and now there's only one left. Huge. All right. Well, there's the progress for today. January 9th, year of our Lord 2026. Thanks anybody for watching. I've been uploading the videos pretty consistently. This is like the 3rd day in a row, I think, that there's been a recording and upload. Well, I forgot to upload last night's, so I did that today. But it's fine. It didn't really make a difference. Alright, that's it. I'm probably gonna go eat now. And then I still have stuff I need to do today, or else I would have liked to do more. But there's stuff that needs to be done. So that is today's progress, I guess. I'm thinking I want to start working on the other, like the Steam version, probably on my own, just because that's more complicated, I guess. It's not really something that you can, I think I should be recorded doing, if that makes sense. Like, it's more, I don't know how to put it, but I'm planning to do that on my own, like do some off-camera mining or whatever. But yeah, that's it, I guess. Thanks for watching.